right, good morning, friends, family, fans, and fantastic fine folks. I am walking down the street of Hot Springs. So, good morning. Howdy. I'll actually stop for right now. All right, I made it to the outfitter on Friday morning, and so I had to go back there and restart. So now I am headed down Main Street, and technically on the Appalachian Trail. So it goes right through the city of Hot Springs, which is super cool. You've got a fantastic restaurant, the Smoky Mountain Diner. You've got Dollar General. Cross over. I think it's kind of spitting rain, so I may have to put the camera away. Can't do too much in the rain. Let me cross over here, and yep, we'll be headed on the AT, headed north. Got to go up here and cross the French Broad River, and then get back on the Appalachian Trail. So I have to explain. Let's see. I got a couple videos I have to make for Halo to catch everybody up, and I got to stop and think about what all I have to cover so that everybody's up to speed, because there have been a lot of really neat events that have happened. But first of all, let's talk about my physical condition for a minute. So blisters are doing very well. The one on my toe is really calloused up hard, and I think should be no issue. The one on the ball of my left foot is opened up. It's real calloused, but then it's kind of like coming apart or tearing off too. So hopefully it doesn't ever get real soft and tender again. So right now those things feel great. My left shin splint though is pretty bad. So it's swollen and fairly painful. Check out my new get up though. I'll show you. Compression sleeves. So those aren't socks, they just go over your calf. I'm wearing my normal Darn Tough socks today, but those sleeves go over and they help blood flow and compress. They really feel good. They feel strong and supportive, so I'm liking the compression sleeves. Went and got those in Asheville Saturday. So yeah, thankful for those. There's flag flying up there. Flag's kind of all over. Wow, Winnie. You know what? Let me contemplate what all I need to catch everybody up on, and we will get going. Oh, weather for today? I don't know. It's been crazy hot the last couple of days. I've taken Saturday and Sunday off. Did not hike, so I'll explain a little more about that. Why? In a little bit. And only had 3 miles on Friday, so that was very nice. Had a Nero on Friday, 0 Saturday and Sunday to let this shin splint try to heal up, and it's way better than it was, but boy, it's not near as good as I had hoped. So anyway, we'll see. But yeah, like I said, let me gather my thoughts, think about what all I need to talk about, and I will catch everybody, catch you guys up. So I want to keep these videos a little shorter. Let's show you the blaze on the bridge. The trail kind of crosses back and forth through town, and here is the French Broad River. They say do not drink the water from that water source. So this morning I have 2 liters with me. I should be able to hike quite a ways without having to get any water today. Beautiful scenery. The trail's been paralleling the French Broad River here for a while, and here's this cool little waterfall. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I'll talk close to the camera. Yeah, kind of a neat little spot, so I just stopped real quick and shoot it. Been climbing the bluff coming up off the French Broad River, right outside of Hot Springs. By the way, I got started this morning about 8:15. And here is the view. What a great view. There might be a better one up higher, so I'm not going to spend long on this one, but what a great view. Been a nice walk this morning and good switchbacks coming up this cliff. Hello there, howdy ho, friends, family, fans, and finish line focused, fine, fantastic folks. How do you like that one? Sometimes I crack myself up. Anyway, all right, got to get you caught up from the Smokies. Was running out of battery, completely ran out of space on my phone. So, from Max Patch, I think that was the last place I had any footage to speak of. So, up there, beautiful sunset, went to bed. About 10:30, woke up with extreme winds. When you're on a bald like that, you're exposed to the elements. Huge winds. About 11:30, felt like I needed to pack up my tent and get off that mountain before my tent blew down and possibly broke something. Long story short, midnight, well, really about 1 o'clock, I actually got everything folded up, put everything away, packed it all up, took my tent down in tremendous winds. The guy next to me, his tent was blowing down. Everybody was restaking their tents and whatever. But Wooly, a guy named Wooly from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Wooly and I packed up and headed down the mountain. 1 o'clock in the morning. We hiked 2 miles down the mountain to a shelter. Halo will put the name of the shelter up in the bottom of the screen. Boy, I'm climbing up out of Hot Springs. It's a big climb. So, got to the shelter, found a campsite for my tent, set it up, crawled into bed at 2:06 in the morning. Went right to sleep. Slept till about 6:15 and got up and finished the day that day. I don't remember what kind of miles I did, so the days run together so much, but I think I did 15 and went to the shelter, Deer Creek or something shelter above Hot Springs. I think that's where I went. I could be completely off. Regardless, Friday morning, got up early. Let's see, where did I run into those guys? Boy, everything is running together. I'm so sorry. I don't remember. But I ended up hiking with Highlander and, yeah, that's got to be that day. Highlander from Indiana. He and I ended up hiking together all day and set up camp at that shelter. That was a great shelter. Great fun. Met a bunch of weekend hikers from Wilmington, North Carolina. If you guys are watching, hey guys, it was fun to get to know you. Met a woman, I think from Chattanooga, Tennessee, named Lightfoot. Just saw her this morning. She was camped down by the river. I'm gonna stop for a second. Anyway, camped up on that shelter. Beautiful piney spot, soft pine needles, great place to sleep. Supposed to Friday morning meet all the guys for breakfast at the Smoky Mountain Diner, which we did. Highlander and I got up and hiked the 3 miles down the mountain, rolled into Hot Springs and met Smoky Mountain Diner. Huge breakfast. It was awesome. The place was just packed full of hikers. Really fun. Had a great visit with all the guys. Peregrine, Dean Machine, Blair was there. Ate with us, a guy named Ellis I hadn't met before. He ate with us. Highlander and I had biscuits and gravy, pancakes, eggs, sausage, the whole works. So then went down to the post office, got my package that I had shipped ahead, and then walked down to the outfitter. Got there about 10:45. Supposed to meet Teresa's friend at noon there. So I killed time, looked around the outfitter, enjoyed talking with people, and just had a good relaxing time, and about 11:45 I come down the stairs from being upstairs in the store, and I got quite a surprise. So I'll stop this video there so you can see the surprise that I got, and then later I'll catch you up on what's happened the last couple of days. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we are at Bluff Mountain Outfitters. Go on in, guys.
Oh, you got it? Cool.
I don't know, we're gonna look. There he is, he's coming down the stairs.
Hi, Daddy.
You guys are kidding. Oh my goodness. What are you guys doing?
Surprising you.
What are you guys doing here?
Surprising.
Surprising me? Oh my, come here, Gabe. Hi, buddy. Oh my goodness. What are you guys doing here?
Surprising you.
Hi, buddy. But you got a haircut. Man. How about a good hug now? Oh, how are you, buddy? Good. Are you hot? You look warm. Hey.
Thank you for the best.
Oh. What in the world are you guys doing? Yeah, they just dropped this right here in the somebody said they were.
I thought I hit stop.
They were. All right, I'm going to show the trail now for a few minutes while I catch us back up. I assume that Halo has inserted the heart gripping clip of my family, my amazing wife and children coming and surprising me at Bluff Mountain Outfitters in Hot Springs. What a surprise, and what a beautiful cabin we've been fortunate enough, been blessed enough to stay in. And by the way, thank you to some of you guys watching for helping to make that possible by supporting us on this journey. So I just can't tell you guys how thankful I am and what a blessing it's been. So Halo dropped me off this morning back at the outfitter so I could continue my journey here for today. So I'm going to do 15 miles slack packing, or partial slack packing. I'm carrying my backpack, but I don't have my tent, sleeping bag, and food. So but I've got most everything else just in case any kind of an emergency or whatever. So let's catch up on the shin splints. So I did the 20-mile day in the Smokies, which may or may not have contributed to these. But then I did 7 miles coming down out of the Smokies, which basically is one huge descent. And I was kind of cranking pretty fast, going down, down, down. And I always lead with my left leg. And so that left leg just kept getting pounded, pounded, pounded for 7 miles. And that's all I can think of, because my right leg's fine. But wow, shin splints are no joke. They hurt a lot. So that day I went to Standing Bear Hostel, charged my batteries, ate some food, quick resupply, and I got out of there. Went up a couple miles up the mountain to that little branch in the stream. Beautiful campsite. But man, there were times I had tears in my eyes. The shin splint on that left leg hurt so bad. But I made it there, thank you, Lord. Camped next morning, beefed up on ibuprofen, and got out of there. Took it very easy. I think I was able to make it nearly 15 miles. That was getting up to max patch. Then I think you know the story from there. But bottom line, I've had to go very slow and steady. Sorry about the wind. I hope you can hear me okay. Very slow and steady to keep up my distance, but it's actually worked out really well. So I've been hiking slower, but much steadier, I guess, and still covering pretty good distances. So after Halo and the kids picked me up, went back to the cabin, propped my leg up, been icing it, taken some ibuprofen. I hate to take much of that, but I know I got to get that swelling down, and it's been swollen. Anyway, went to Asheville, got some compression sleeves. They're helping. Today, it hurts every step, but not bad. And I'm walking very gently, and we'll just see how it does today, because they're leaving tomorrow morning. But I think I'm going to be fine. I'm just going to have to go very gentle and really watch it. Maybe soak it in some streams to cool it off. Boy, again, sorry about the wind, but I'm so thankful for the wind. It's blowing the sweat off of me, blowing some of the humidity away, because it's kind of spitting rain still. And still it's about 70 degrees, which with all that humidity is hot. When you're climbing, now it looks like I've kind of reached the summit and ridge walking right now. So I think that's caught us up coming out of the Smokies. Sorry about no more footage there. The Smokies were certainly an experience. The shelters are packed, day hikers, weekend hikers all over, and then throw in the big bubble of through hikers, and the shelters are packed. I hiked long days trying to get out of there, and so I would get to the shelters late, which meant they were full, which meant I set up my tent, which is exactly what I wanted to do. So I had good sleep, got up early, got out every day, and I made it out of the Smokies in 4 days and 3 hours, 72 miles. So I'm pretty happy about that. I guess it cost me some shin splints maybe. But since then, done pretty good mileage too, even with a lot of pain. No rain, no pain, no Maine. And we want to get to Maine, so we got to deal with some rain and pain. But it is dumb to hike through like an injury. You have to take care of yourself or you'll never make it, which is kind of what Halo was doing. It's funny to watch her come. I mean, I'm completely self-sufficient out here, and then my amazing wife comes and she's like taking care of me and waiting on me, and the kids are waiting on me and all that. So it's like from one extreme to the other. So it's certainly nice to be spoiled a little bit. So report on the Smokies. I had bad weather, super hot the first day, which you saw, and then bad storms another day or two. And so the views were not good. I had to hike through that horrible storm going over Clingman's Dome that day. I did 13 and a half miles in torrential downpours, got absolutely soaked, nearly hypothermic, couldn't find the water source at that ice water spring shelter because the groundwater was running over it, and I couldn't see the pipe or anything. There was that much water just running across the trail and the ground, and every low spot was full of water. It was ridiculous, but you know, I gained a lot of confidence. I learned that I can hike in that kind of weather. I can set up my tent and get inside, get dry, get warm, cook my meal, you know, and be ready to go in the morning. And so I'm thankful for the experience, but probably wasn't the smartest thing I've ever done. But I knew that. I wanted to test myself, and I think it worked, and worked well. So I've got more confidence from that experience. The next day, hiked out with Garrett and had great views half the day. Some of the beautiful views. I think you got to see some of those because I had some space on my camera still. Then after that, it got kind of short on camera space. So I'm glad the Smoky Mountains are over. If you want to go for a weekend trip, it is a beautiful place. Know that there are very few blazes in the Smokies. You got to really pay attention. I know of several people that got off on the wrong trails and whatever. It was kind of rough. And then the whole deal with staying in the shelters and being limited to where you can go and where you have to go because of that. That was difficult. So most people, most hikers, through hikers, just try to get through the Smokies, which is what I did. All right, but we are back on, we'll call it regular Appalachian Trail now, where we're not governed anymore, where we can go. So I'm thankful for that. Met a lot of neat people in the Smokies and had a good time with most of the people at most of the shelters. And so I'm very, thankful for that experience. And it was something that I'll always remember. But I'm certainly glad to be back on the regular trail and under control of my own distances myself. So that's best. All right, early riser. I got to give ER a shout out like crazy. So a lot of you know Early Riser 71. It's his YouTube channel. Early Riser started hiking from Georgia in, I think it was early February. I began watching his videos back then, and it was fun to see a guy out front, you know, reporting back on the trail and trail conditions. So I've been watching Early Riser since his beginning. Until I started my hike, I've not been able to follow along as much. But when I do get good Wi-Fi and I have some time, I always catch up on his videos. And I guess Early Riser has been watching my videos, and he commented the other day and gave like an update or a report or a spotlight or something, and talked about Teresa and I, Halo and I, and our channel. And he said some amazingly kind words and very, very gracious words. And so, brother, I want to just thank you, Early Riser 71. You're the man. You're out there banging some big miles, and lots of people are enjoying your thoughts on the trail, as well as my family and I are. So thank you, brother, for the shout out, and I appreciate it. And man, I'm rooting for you back here, as I know you're rooting for me up there. So it's awesome. I hope we get to meet when this is all over, or at some point, man. You're a cool guy, and I appreciate your thoughts. So thanks again for the shout out to ER, Early Riser. All right, let me stop for now.
Okay, I thought I would show everybody where we are staying. It is Autumn Dancer Llama Farm. I found it on the VRBO site. It has a great place to let your dogs run. They allow up to 5 dogs. And Jimmy and Andrea, you're going to appreciate this. They have actual llamas. That's the owner working right now. And so their house is just down the way a little bit. I think that's like their garage or something, but it's down over on the other side of that hill. We have a spectacular view. I think you could see that. We've got the mountains up there in the background. We're just at the foot of them. And then here is the cabin itself. And I'll give you a quick run through. The littles are playing. By the way, this yard, they do expect you to clean up after your own pets. And it's a great place for kids to play and not worry. Totally fenced in. Of course, Caleb found a way to get out. So, the porch goes all the way around, and they do have gates to section it off so that if you do have a little dog or little people, they have to stay within the sectioned areas. So there's a fence here, and then on the other side there's another fence. And so here is the view this way. This is one of the stools that probably needs to come inside. Hey Caleb, take that stool inside. Alright, here you can see we have definitely moved in. It's a gas fireplace. They have dish TV. The internet here is very limited. It's fast internet, but it's limited, so can't like download Netflix or can't use Netflix or YouTube unless it's between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. Here's Gabe's room. He has not obeyed and cleaned up. It is a queen size bed. He and Caleb are sharing this. This would be where the girls are going to stay. This is also a queen bed. This is the master, and had a little accident last night from a little person, so doing a cleanup. And here is the bathroom.
It's not fair.
And then screened
That's
screen door to lead off to the deck. It is a absolutely gorgeous view.
a hot tub.
Yes,
It's a hot tub.
and a hot tub. No, Caleb, please put it down.
There's something in there. And also we get to
Yeah.
see a donkey.
We get to see a donkey and a couple horses.
Yeah.
They do allow you to bring your horses, by the way, too, if you happen to have one. And so,
Bumblebee.
okay. And then over here is another door leading back into the house.
There's a bumblebee, guys. But it leads into the kitchen.
We've had a great time so far. Looking forward to going and getting Kurt this morning.
It's the straight and narrow from here on out. All right.
Baptizing!
Amen. Jesus.
My turn!
Who needs to go to church?
I missed the big part. Oh,
Baptized!
showing
I need to be baptized. I don't
our
know the
view.
Lord yet.
Disciples
I do know
roughing it
I'm
tonight.
going to be baptized by my
Yeah.
dad. Dad, baptize me! Baptize me!
You can hear thunder in the background. Probably shouldn't be in the hot tub. But honestly, I'm not the freak in the family Kurt is, so if he's not worried about it, I'm not either.
Baptize me. My dad is going to baptize me.
All right. We have to act respectable.